We're on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of D&D. I'm your humble DM, and these are our players.
Hello.
Last time, you may remember, our party faced a little bit of retribution. They thought that they were going to kill the Crone Nagazal, and instead they found themselves on television in a trial, a mock trial, a sham trial. Publicity stunt in itself, directed at the misdeeds of one Blakiston Sonny. There, there was a contempt charge thrown about with some curiosity. There was a bit of yelling and squealing with an orc man. Some confused testimony by Russo. Pocket squaring off against the judge herself. The party managed to hold themselves back and even stick together despite the sentencing of Blake to the blood pits, an arena in the hive where CD combat is the norm. And we didn't exactly say last time, but it doesn't quite all look like the way that it does on the map there. So the main arena is a coliseum style, but in the area where you are, it's covered by a dome, and you're on a sandy pit area with 40-foot walls around the side of it, and what are essentially circular bleachers that take up most of the area. From where you're currently arrayed, it's not the easiest thing to see the different exits, which are built into the various bleacher systems, and there are different lights coming from different places, and especially spotlights that are more focused on the arena than on the crowd. And from two sort of holes in the ground, large stone pillars are erected with two undead, rather resplendently armored figures. Each of them are wearing crowns and they have staves, and they've referred to themselves as the Skull Kings.
I'm the Skull King, see?
And they shout out, "We're gonna bring you down, way underground."
What if we
And
bring you down first?
let's roll initiative. Pocket, you're still invisible.
I am?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowie
Things
zowie.
are moving fast. You
20.
made quick work of the lonely and lost.
A 7.
21.
Wow. Okay. 7 for Blake, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool and good. Let me just roll for the Skull Kings. Skull Kings. They do well. And there is one other thing to note. As they are coming up, the ends of their wands begin glowing, and different runes in the space itself appear to be activated, and you believe that you can see figures of one sort or another coming from the ground. Pernicus.
Would you say that they
And
cast a spell to do that?
it is a magical effect, is what I would say. Pocket, you're the first to act.
Okay. still invisible.
Correct.
It's cool. Oh my god. Blake,
Yeah?
you want to have some fun?
Blake's eyes go wide. Yeah.
You're the only person I know who might be able to actually get some use out of this. We're gonna talk about what you owe me after all this, okay?
Easy peasy, my dude.
Okay, here you go. Have fun. And I'm gonna throw down the horn of Valhalla, the iron horn of Valhalla, to Blake.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Just so yeah, I'm just gonna. That just falls like out of nowhere above you, and drops down towards you. This beautiful iron, runic engraved horn. Would you go ahead and give that a toot when you get a chance?
Thank you. This is gonna be good.
And for my next trick,
You can see that the crowd begins jeering and jaunting at you.
Jeering?
The tone of the crowd has sort of changed between the first fight and this one. And you notice at least one gang that you would have fought off with standing in the crowd previously, the Blood Eagles. And they hiss and begin throwing like tomatoes and stuff at the group of you. Pocket, you have no point of reference for this.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Blood Eagles.
One of
Yeah.
Blake's exes there, like, I swear she dated someone like
You probably.
We are birds of
She got
thunder.
his number. Like,
It's probably the case. So yeah, you give that horn to Blake.
Now, do I want to break my invisibility right now? Or do I want to really, really squeeze it for every drop it's got? Oh my god. Hey, Blake.
still here, huh? What's up?
You want to have even more fun?
Yes?
Here, take this. I'm gonna toss Blake a potion of stone giant strength. It'll make your strength 23 for an hour.
Okay, because it's two item
That's fine,
interactions, I'm gonna
yeah.
call it a bonus action.
I'm tossing those out as part of my turn.
She has to put her axe down to catch the other one. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then, because two items have just been thrown from the same place from somewhere invisible, I'm going to move... I'm going to move above the center of the arena. I'm about 30 feet above the center of the arena with my movement. And I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to... so many concentration spells. God damn it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna hold an action. The action that I am going to hold will be...
Yes.
I'm gonna hold the levitate. I'm gonna hold the levitate until one of these skull guys starts moving halfway across the arena. If one of the skull guys decides to move halfway across the arena, I will levitate them off the ground. Until then, I am 30 feet in the air above the center of the arena.
Awesome. 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 That's your turn, Pocket.
Yep.
Ruzo, it's now your turn.
So the Skull Kings, are they resistant to unenchanted weapons?
You're not sure. Make an intelligence check.
Good question.
$15.
You believe that this is the case, and that they are probably also resistant to cold and necrotic damage, and immune to poison.
Something
Okay,
you could
so
kind of deduce from them being undead. That's cool.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you've got pretty standard issue knowledge of undead creatures, and these creatures in particular.
Okay.
They're casters. They're usually made from the corrupted souls of court wizards.
how far away are they from me?
As of now, because of where the pillars have gone up in the air, they're between about 80 and 100 feet away from you, depending on where you are in the crowd. You're sort of near the center of the arena at this point.
Wait, they're up on pillars?
They're up on pillars, yes.
Oh. Okay.
How many pillars are there, and sort of like what's the
They're
distance
just
between
the
them?
two that they're on now. We could say that the pillars are probably about 40 feet away from you, give or take. If the math is all going to work out in my head,
So,
probably about 50.
40 feet away, 80
Yeah,
feet
I
up.
only have one weapon, and that's the Victorian longsword, so I need to be within 5 feet. So I'll dash to where they are
So you want
if possible.
you'll need to
You're
get
going
up
to
the
go
pillar.
I need to get,
and run
yeah, I need to get
up.
closer.
Oh, you have
What's
spider
your
climbing.
movement speed? Yeah,
Yeah,
you do
I
have
have
spider
spider
climbing.
climb.
What's your movement speed?
Walking speed is 35 feet.
That's 70
Let's check
foot.
out.
So with your dash, we'll say that you're able to get up about halfway. Unless you have something else that you can use to affect your movement speed, or I'm not sure. You tell me what you want to do.
I just want to get as far up the pillar as I can for this turn. I think that's all I can do, really.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
And that's your turn.
that's my turn.
So one of the Skull Kings is going to turn their head, the one that you're running up toward, and they're going to point their staff down at you, and say, "It's a long way down." And I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, as a necrotic beam of energy shoots from their staff.
13.
Cool. 13 is not enough.
Can I counterspell?
It's a reaction. It is a 6th level spell, though, so you need to make a check, I believe.
All right. I pass. I got a 15 plus 9.
Oh, wonderful. So yes, you can see the effect of this spell push back from Ruzo, but the creature's staff is still enchanted, and it says, "Oh, drats!" And they fly up in the air, about 20 feet. They have boots of flying.
Yeah, take that, you bonehead.
Nice.
Nice one, dude. Classic.
And let's see, the other one is going to. I just need to look up the range of something. Because they don't know what's going to happen. Actually, these are intelligent creatures. One of them was paying attention to you, but doesn't understand the implications of what's about to happen. That's great.
I mean, he couldn't know that I had a levitate prepared anyway.
No, I'm talking about the horn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably saw an exchange being made, but would assume it was something like a healing potion. And is going to use its movement to begin flying into the center of the space, thus activating Pocket's spell.
Let me think about this just for the half second I see him moving.
Yeah, you can see some cold energy beginning to emanate from his wand. It looks like he's casting.
Okay. Work with me here. Can I levitate him down?
Absolutely, yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Then he needs to make a Constitution saving throw as they pass the halfway point. Versus 17.
They use their legendary resistance.
Click.
If
They get that one gets 2 more clicks.
yeah. They press a little button on their ribs and hold their space. Anything that wants me going down, I'll stay just here. Take this. And they cast a cone of cold on the party. The main group was 50-50 shot it.
So the ground group. I'm
the
up in the
ground
air.
group. Oh, you're above, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to evade it.
Am I on a pillar? Kind of.
You are on the pillar, so it's just Copernicus and Blake Sunny.
Rob.
Yeah, you need to make Constitution saving throws. Let's see how Copernicus does.
Can I pass a Constitution saving throw with +4 Constitution for the first time in the history of this fucking game?
Copernicus
Ready?
also has a +4.
All I had to do was complain.
So you, wow, it's funny. You're able to pass. Copernicus takes the full damage.
Gotta get that boy some shield spells.
Oh god.
Actually, Copernicus is going to cast Counterspell with the wand.
Nice.
Yeah, he falls back of his own volition, but a streak of lightning shoots from the wand. He's got it both as a spell and through the wand.
So he's
gonna
got
use it.
got a good handful of times.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that he's got a roll. And he's able to dispel it, so neither of you take any damage, as sort of a magical shield carries over you in the snow, the frost. It pushes to the side, and the crowd begins jeering.
What the fuck do they want? This is good shit. This is a great battle.
The crowd's not on your side.
They want blood. They're right. They want blood. Duh. There hasn't been any blood yet. Don't they worry. There's gotta be blood. Just wait for Blake.
Blood.
And you can see Copernicus sort of, he looks weaker for having used the wand, and he takes a potion from his bag and he
Wait.
drinks it.
I'm just. Why would he use the wand if he has it in his spell book? Use the spell book first.
Well, the wand is now his primary
Right.
focus. He isn't doing it because of that. He's bloodied from the previous fight and is
gotcha.
taking a healing potion. And he heals some damage, and that is that's the Skull King's.
No, that was the
turn.
Copernicus doesn't have time to heal yet until his turn.
Oh, that's right. It's just about to be Copernicus's turn, though. And I don't think. Let's see. The other one that's on the pillar is going to also move a little bit closer to the center, about 10 feet, but stay flying, roughly. So yes, that is. So one of them is a little bit further in, the other one's a little bit further up. The one that's on the side that Ruzo's running up, we'll say from where you're looking, it's the one on the left. And that is the Skull King's turn. You can continue to see figures beginning to claw their way up through the sand. There is still that same smell of rotting and decaying bodies. You thought that it was coming from the abominations that you were fighting previously. Your experience at present is telling you that it might not be the case. That is the creature's turn. It's now Copernicus's turn. It's funny because Copernicus also has this the ability to do this. Let me just go to his spell list though to see what he's going to try and do. Okay, Copernicus is gonna step in the direction of the one who has flown in closer to the center and is gonna attempt to cast a hold person. It's technically a humanoid. And it's gonna say, now you take this lunge, and they have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
More recently, they've made like rule alterations to where like creatures and people can have multiple creature types. So like I would say
Makes sense to me.
a lot of undead are also humanoids.
Yeah, they're definitely humanoid, and this creature rolls a natural 1, so is unable. He has his button on the, or his finger on the legendary resistance button, and it begins to fall from his place into the sand below, taking some damage, as it were.
He
even though
doesn't
it's
use his
resistant.
legendary resistance button.
Rolls a natural 1.
Oh, natural. Very cool.
So is that the one on the right pillar?
He hasn't used
Yeah.
his yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We each get 3 if we're being metagamey.
Mm-hmm. In the event that that is the case. Cool. So one of them, plunges, takes some damage on the way down. And that is Copernicus. That's what they're going to do for their action.
And now Blake should be smelling blood at this point.
Copernicus is going to look over to you, Blake, and say, Are you gonna blow that horn?
I'm waiting for my show tune.
So Blake is actually going to try and steal the scene a little bit with this. So I don't know if it's going to be like a performance role to do this, but she's going to blow the horn at first.
Well,
and
so
try and-
here's what the horn says.
Okay, so Copernicus spent the rest of his turn looking in your direction, and right as you already have the horn in your mouth, essentially.
Yeah. She's gonna stand forward to like kind of, because we've got to be kind of showboaty this round. So Blake's gonna stand in a dramatic spot, like
A lone spotlight comes down on you, and the whole rest of the space
the
goes
audience
silent
will
for a
quiet.
moment.
Spotlight.
Yeah. So
As
she
you as you blow this horn, there is a reverberation which carries through
Oh
the
wait, I
space.
think Blake
unlike-
was gonna ham it up a little bit.
Oh yeah. Please.
Oh, she wants, like, she's gonna blow the horn and then, like, ham it up, I think. Because that's when the audience is gonna be quiet after they hear the horn, I think, right? Yeah, so go on, tell me about it.
Okay. As you blow the horn, the lighting of the space changes. There is almost like something more akin to that. There's to the Keaton's background. There's a neon blue and gradient colors that I'm thinking sort of like a neon blue that carries over the scene. Something like that. Between those two, it's perfect. And as the undead begin to make their way up through the ruins that are carved into the floor, your warriors begin falling down at the same time, amassing into a battle and a frenzy. And that's the end of the first round. At this point,
Five-
the pocket becomes visible again.
5d4 plus 5 berserkers.
Yeah.
Who gets
16
to roll
berserkers.
it? Blake?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Blake,
Like,
did roll it. I
5,
got 11 on the dice plus 5, so 16.
16 berserkers.
And Blake is going to kind of issue her challenge after the berserkers fall, and she's gonna point to the Skull King, who's still free, and she's gonna kind of like call out as the like audience is still quiet, just like, "Hey, numbskull, grow a spine, come down here. Let's do this 1v1, right? My men will stand aside, just you and me."
Well, the men can fight the zombies and the undead that have
Yeah,
crawled
exactly.
up.
They're just gonna keep the zombies done. So it's just the Skull King versus Blake. This one. Do I have to roll for this?
it's very interesting, this turn of events. Make a persuasion.
There is a spell called Compel Duel that would be
This would be a
perfect
good
at
time.
this moment.
Good time for this kind of scenario.
I
yeah.
wanted it so much, but I've never played that class.
I think it's
Blake's got
Paladin.
-1 charisma, so I get a 10.
A 10, you say. Let me just check, see what the Skull King does. Skull King rolls a 2 on the die.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, but it may not go the way that you want. They look over at you and they say, "You put my brother into stillness, and now my zombies are fighting these miscreants."
These are the slain fallen warriors of Valhalla, and you will show them some respect!
We fight, it will not be on your terms. And the zombies begin to fall into, or they come up, the warriors already fighting them, and we'll say that the warriors act on just after that,
16.
or just before that. So yeah,
How many
that
zombies
clash
are
is
there?
already going on.
How many zombies are there?
You scan around. It is a horde of them. There are at least 30, probably more coming up. Yeah, so the zombies, even attacking, they focus on the glowing warriors most imminently. Ruzo's out of the way. Copernicus is the only one besides you, Blake, who would be vulnerable. What how's their stance? But they take a strong position and they move in a little bit closer to you as the zombies begin to form up. So neither of you are in imminent danger of being mauled by this mob, but there are quite a few of them, and it looks like there's still some coming up from the ground.
But
Pocket, what do you do?
our warriors are like holding them back from getting to each of the
Definitely.
people.
Definitely.
Because these guys are fucking jacked.
I've seen their stat block. They're disgusting.
They're yeah. So okay, I'm visible. Oh, I'm naked. Okay, if these skull fuckers think that we've been disrespectful yet, they've got another thing coming. And that thing is gonna be ideally incapacitating one of them for the time being. But do I wanna? Okay.
So one of them has fallen into the fray, and you're not able to see them immediately. The other one is standing off with Blake at the moment, who has just challenged them to a 1v1 duel.
Okay. Well, keep in mind that I have the best vantage point. I'm looking straight down at anyone who's in this crowd. So what do you mean I can't see the other one? Where'd he go?
You probably, from your vantage point, are able to see the other one then. They are somewhere amidst the horde of zombies, fallen closer to the pillar in the orientation on the right for the party. And definitely out of sight from everyone else amidst the chaos.
What is the most useful thing that I can do? This might be it. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on as many enemies as possible, which is every enemy within a 20-foot cube. Ideally, a cube around both of the Skull Lords if they're close enough. If not both, then the one that Blake is facing off against. And
Yeah, I think that you can just get the one that Blake's facing off against. Let's see how they roll. It's a dex save, right?
yeah, a dex save for them and every single zombie within 20 feet.
They roll a 23.
I would like to chronally shift that. Reroll.
Okay,
Actually-
that's fine.
Never mind. I take that back. I don't chronal shift.
Just as well. Most of the zombies succeed, but about a quarter of them don't. In the given space, so that's about 3 or 4 zombies who are affected. Pretty weak as it is individually.
Fuck, well, that was a waste of time. Ah! That's my turn.
Very good. It is now Ruzo's turn. You see from your... you're still climbing up the pillar, aren't you? So you can hear the sound of creatures bursting from the ground. And...
How far would you
The
say I'm
Skull
up this
Lord.
pillar?
You're you're a little more than halfway up, as I
Okay.
recall.
Can I see the other Skull King? Skull Lord?
Make a perception check. Good question. From your vantage, you would probably have an easier time.
15.
Also, today we're rolling on the Catcher in the Rye. The joke might be apparent later.
Ominous.
Yeah, we've already gotten past the courtroom.
Perception is 15, so you are able to see.
I'm thinking of
Yeah,
Kill
they've
Mockingbird.
fallen about 10 feet away from the other pillar, which would be probably about 35, 40 feet away from you.
Oh, if we're the Beatles, who's Lennon? Or Harrison?
Oh god. Fast, because he died. Sorry.
Can I polymorph? And I want to fly, so I'm directly over this Skull King.
Do you have something that allows you to polymorph?
Yeah, I can do it once per day. I can turn into a bat.
A bat? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Bat!
That's brilliant. So, yeah, it probably helps even because it is a little bit darker in the room as it were now, and with your bat vision, no less than your regular dark vision, you're able to see.
This
Everything,
arena's
yeah, this-
dimly lit?
It is dimly lit now. I said it. The light changed to this blue after the Hollow Warriors kind of came up, and it has stayed a darker shade, as it were.
I don't know what my movement speed would be, so would I be able to get
You
directly
can
over
look
them?
up the stats of
I
a
got it.
bat. If you, Keaton will be able to find it and link it into the chat.
Bat.
I believe the speed is 40.
30.
Though. Ow.
Okay. So I'll get as close as I can to them and just sort of try and fly it in circles around the Skull King so the others know roughly where it is if they can see me.
Yeah, so you begin fluttering in the area where the other Skull King is, and Copernicus notices you and says, look, I think it's Ruzo trying to tell us something.
We see it.
Never seen her bat form.
Go on. What's up, buddy? Did someone turn you into a bat?
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think I have turned into a bat once before. Once when we fell down that ravine and there was that giant worm monster.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Blake definitely saw that, but also her memory is bad.
That's fun. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, so there is the Skull King, Skull Lord that's standing off against you, Blake. And you've just challenged them, and they. They haven't taken any damage. They still have the spell that they cast active. Their staff is still glowing with black, and they say sleep. And I need you to make wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's cool. 16?
16 is not enough, and like Dorothy in the field of poppies, you tumble down and fall asleep. You fall unconscious.
What spell did he just cast? I'm just curious.
Eye bite.
Eye bite. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was cast in the previous round, but it's a concentration spell. And
I didn't
you
counter it that
can-
first round?
Yes.
That means he didn't
but-
get cast it. He didn't
then
cast
they
it if I
recast.
countered it.
Okay, then they recast it.
Okay. Well, I want to counterspell it again.
Okay. That's
Good.
fine.
That's going to be a 21.
Let me just see if there's anything
Nope.
they can do.
Copernicus, get ready for a triple counter.
Nope, I guess that the spell shoots back again in their face.
I warned you last week.
It's true. That's fine. I'm totally okay with this outcome. So that is a thing. They use their action.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
She says, asleep.
No, they didn't go to sleep.
Oh.
I actually think I have a feat that helps me against sleep also, so...
And I just need to check one more thing. Okay, so that is a thing. They're going to make their way up closer toward you, Blake, Sonny.
Yes, come close. Good Skull Lord.
Bat.
But
And it's now Copernicus's turn. Copernicus is understanding the terms of your situation, is going to just cast a cantrip into the zombies, like a shocking grasp at one of them that goes by. That's kind of in his space, and is able to shock the zombie. Sort of disintegrates in his hands, which is gross. Ooh. And that is another round. And there's sort of a stillness before the clash continues. Let's go ahead and have everyone re-roll initiative.
nice.
Ha!
13.
18.
27.
Nice.
I got a natural 20.
Wonderful. Wow.
Pocket doesn't miss. I don't think he's rolled low at any point.
I have
13
advantage
for Ruzo,
and +7 on initiative.
18 for Blake, 27 for Pocket. Wow. Very good. And the Skull Lord. 19.
Are you still up on the pillar, Ruzo? Or no, you're
No,
full.
I'm flying.
She's in a bat
over.
form,
Gotcha.
flying kind of in the middle area. Did Copernicus finish his turn?
I don't think he did anything that round.
You're right.
I don't think our berserkers did anything that round
No,
either.
Copernicus did finish his turn. The berserkers just have their stat sheet just here.
There is,
They have been attacking.
for your convenience, a mob rules table, like a mob rolling table.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at it before this
Yeah.
game. And you can assume that they hit a certain number of times for the group.
Versus the AC and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm playing a slightly modified sense. I'm just like thinking average attacks and what they hit. Because there are
that's
also
no,
the
yeah.
zombies.
Just taking the average damage is also very decent. Because even
Yeah, I think-
that's gonna crush a lot of zombies.
Yeah, I think so as well. So Copernicus goes. At the end of Copernicus's attack, though, the Gold Lord is going to use a legendary action to make a Bone Staff attack at you. They're just going to try and bop you on the head with their necrotic Bone Staff, Blake Sunny. And they roll 22 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh.
I didn't realize I was close enough to hit. That's good.
Doing 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 15 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so 26.
Yeah, 26.
Okay.
And then the round system is going to reset. It is now Pocket's turn.
Okay.
And the Skull Lord says, "Ah, ha, 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 first blood."
Wait, I didn't get my attack off for the round.
Oh yeah, Blake didn't go either.
Let me just check the previous.
Because
I
Blake,
guess that's.
yeah,
It's true. Yeah, go ahead.
getting ahead of yourself.
I am getting a little bit ahead of myself. You are the last one to act before we move into this new initiative. Go ahead, Blake Sunny.
Wipe that
This guy's
fucking
what?
shit-eating
Okay,
grin
crit.
off of his face. Did you drink
So
the potion?
First one's a crit.
You can drink it
29,
later.
I'm assuming hits.
Yes, a crit hits.
Perfect.
Jesus.
I've had them not before. It's fine.
He's like,
And
yeah.
26. Fucking hell. Okay, so this dude is taking a walloping. So this first one gets 2 extra d12s rolled with it, so I'm gonna roll them now.
Oh yeah, your brutal criticals. Ooh.
Literally,
Did you recklessly attack, perhaps?
of course.
Of course.
Which means that is also plus 10, so it's gonna be fucking gross. So we got Jesus. So that's to start 22, 32 with plus 10.
Uh-huh.
So that's 43 damage in the first hit. Not counting in the D4s, which I'll be doing after. I also hold up, give me a second. 'Cause
Yeah,
right
get it
now,
all.
like- Yeah. Sorry. This may just be my brain, but I swear there's a thing where it's like if you crit, you get something more. Great weapon
You
master.
tell me?
When you store a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 HP with one, you can make an extra melee attack as a bonus action. So I have 2 more attacks.
Wow.
This one's going to be at -5 though, so the second one was already rolled and it's been hit. This one is going to be 16. I don't think that one hits. No?
No, it does not. It bounces off the creature's armor.
That's fine, because this other one still needs to be calculated. This
Mhm.
other one was 16 damage plus 2d4. So 4. So round it up to like a full pure 20 on the second one. So that's over 60 damage in one round. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Just things. Thank you, Parker.
Yeah, you didn't drink the potion, but it's okay.
So you cleave pretty well into its armor and knock off its front breastplate, revealing necrotic ooze and ichor just kind of erupts from its corrupt chest.
Nothing humorous about that, is it, Bone Man?
Oh, my insides. Make you pay. And the warriors continue.
Now, are you specifically telling warriors to back off, or would you welcome some berserkers attacking this guy?
She specifically said to back off.
It's a 1-on-1. Aside from that one time he cast a sleep spell, but that's fine.
And your berserkers are making mincemeat of these zombies.
How's the crowd going? Because this is
The crowd's still definitely just jeering and throwing things at this point, getting continuously uproarious and upset. They
Can I insight check this crowd?
That's a good idea.
Is something going on with them?
If you would like to make an insight check, you can.
18.
Yeah, so
Look around,
you're
like, what is up with this crowd? This is a good fight. Like, as a native Sigilian, I would be enjoying this fight where I am these crowds. Why are they so mad?
You can see that there are a number of people who appear to be native to the hive, and you notice a lot of
shit.
signage and accoutrement. It's like "fuck Blake Sonny," "spoiled, pampered ass," and stuff like that. You also notice a number of people who, some of them appear to just be melancholic or evil, and the sight of these warriors appears to be, in bad taste for them. There's also the case of, the gangs that Blake Sonny has been a part of spurning. Just various... Yeah, there are
Blake,
various
what the
factors,
fuck?
and it's not everyone.
You've
but
made it-
there are some contingents her enemy is.
Blake, I don't know
Yeah.
what this says about you or these people or me, but you've made an enemy of every lower class person in 3 wards of Sigil, it looks like.
Blake's like, I'm trying to do a 1v1. Don't make me think about that.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Now we're back at the top of the round, right?
Yeah, the warriors and the zombies are going to continue to fight each other. It seems like the warriors are clearly at an advantage here. The horde of zombies has been thinned probably to about half.
Nice.
Yep. Pocket, it's now your turn.
Okay, give me 1 sec. I want to perhaps cast this animate objects spell. Objects come to life at your command. Choose up to 10 objects. Let's see. I just want to... What are these zombies wearing?
Mostly rags. They're not armored. They don't have weapons. They're just humanoid.
Are there
zombies.
at least various size rocks strewn about this debris-filled
It's a
floor?
sand pit. There aren't really large rocks or boulders or anything of that sort. There are large pillars.
Okay. I pull out 10 torches from my magic bag. And I want to cast animate objects on them.
Okay. Yeah.
Would you say that these are small or tiny objects?
I would classify them as small, I guess.
All right. I can animate, let's see. Choose up to 10. Medium targets count as 2. Okay, so I can still animate all 10 of these.
Cool. Yeah. And these torches begin bouncing.
So, yeah, I go sha pocket torches, and I just throw 10 torches out from my sleeve, and they start spinning around in the air in very strange orbiting patterns, but they're like bow staffs that are just very quickly spinning in the air.
Okay, yeah. And you want to make them attack the zombies?
If I may, I'd like to use my turn to ignite them. To perhaps make them do a little bit more damage, even. That's up to you, though.
Yeah, it makes sense to me as like an item interaction. You would be hard pressed to be able to do 10 at the same time unless you did it in a different way, I think.
But they're animated.
True.
What
So
if
you
I
have
only
them
had to
fly
light?
past
I
you.
could just bring them all together and light it, or
Yeah.
just light one and have the other one zip around.
You could
and-
bring them all together. That's true.
Yeah, that's my idea. Like if I could spin an extra turn doing
Like
that.
a bunch of matches
Yeah.
that you grab,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah. Yep.
That's what I would like to try and do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll animate them and bring them all together. And of course, it was my action to do that. So I was thinking about trying to firebolt them on my next turn. How about this? Yeah, I'm gonna light them, and they're just gonna go out unlit. I'll deal with lighting them on my next turn. But for right now, they're gonna do a little bit of work.
Sure.
They're gonna go down at. I don't give a shit about this duel. It's going after the one that Blake's fighting. We're gonna get this shit done. 10
Okay.
attacks
Uh-huh.
plus 6 to hit. Here we go. That's a 13. That's a natural 20. That's a 19. That's a 14. That's a 7. That's a 16. That's a 16. That's an 18. That's an 8. That's a 6. And that's a 12. So that's 3 hits, I think.
3 hits.
One
That's
is a
correct.
one is a crit.
Yep. And it is resistant.
Okay. Right.
No, it's technically a magical attack.
Okay. Yeah, it's a magical attack, but it's not magical damage. Nice. 5 plus 7, that's 13 plus 5. Ooh.
You both did it at the same time, didn't you?
28 damage, so halved 14.
Cool. And they take it and they say, "Ow! Oh, damn, that's not what you said."
I just imagine these torches, like Fantasia style, are like floating up and down around them. Just like have you ever seen people making mochi with hammers? It's like,
Oh my god.
it's like having eight dwarves in sync, like an engine. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
How
yeah,
fun.
that's me. I'm still up in the air in the center above everything. That was an action to cast and a bonus action to command. That's gonna be my turn.
Cool. It's at this point that so the Skull Lord is going to use its staff its legendary action to attack with its staff, to attempt to attack Blake Sunny again. But he only rolls a 16.
Does not hit.
So they swing wide. Ow!
Skillful dodge.
And they're able to maintain their concentration. It is now the Skull Lord's turns. One of them is going to point their finger at you, Blake Sunny.
I'm assuming it's the one I'm 1v1ing, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to say, these brothers getting in on this. You don't like that.
And they actually pull their staff aside and hold out a finger at you, and a streaking course of negative energy shoots towards you.
Counterspell.
And go ahead and make your check.
That's a finger of death, right?
Ooh.
It is a 7th level spell.
I didn't roll well, but I'm going. Nope. Nope.
You
Nope. Nope. I got nothing. I fail. Sorry.
Okay, so the spell shoots towards you, Blake Sunny, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit. If it was Dex, I'd be in the money. Alright, come on, let's keep that energy from earlier.
Okay.
Keep that 20.
20?
Yeah.
Amazing. Half damage then.
Blake is
As-
also raging, because she's hitting
So
the legs
it
on
might be quarter damage.
Yeah, I noticed that you were raging, or I figured you were.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have been minusing the rage damage.
Oh, did someone leave?
I think she just paused her camera.
I see.
That is 60 points of necrotic damage. Halved.
So, wait, was it originally
So-
120?
No, it was
No,
originally
it was
60.
originally 60, half as much, because you
15.
successfully saved, so it's 30 and 15 for you.
Oh my god, what is our healing potion situation, guys? I don't have any.
I don't need any.
Yes, you do.
Cruzo just makes bat noises.
The Skull Lord says, "Brother, deal with that pesky sorcerer!" And you can see from amidst the horde of zombies.
You dirty piece of shit! You think I was born with this? I learned it! I earned every...
The Skull Lord,
you cut it
who
out.
has been hiding out amidst the crowd, having eventually passed their hold person save, is now going to attempt to cast the same spell on Copernicus, who is going to attempt to counterspell it with the wand. Failing. As this streak of necrotic energy shoots into them. Jesus, let's see if they pass their save. They are able to. That's good. And they take about 30 damage. And fall to their knees. They're still alive, but they're very badly hurt.
One of the Skull Lords?
Copernicus says.
Oh, no.
Shit.
And they're, you can see that their nice robes are matted and frayed now. And the Skull Lord from the crowd, who you can see has taken some damage, laughs. It is now Blake Sunny's turn.
Oh man, Ruzo, we could really use your arrows. Just saying.
Blake's gonna fuck him up. That's all I'm saying.
The one that's in front of you.
The one that's in front of me with its fucking organs exposed. Shit. Okay, maybe not.
So yeah, your first one, they are able to block it just with their
22.
greaves. The second one does hit though.
Perfect. Alright, so she's gonna go for that. Okay, that's so that is just 11 damage on that. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do to kind of augment that. I can't free weapon attack it. It's not my first attack. I have 3d4 that I'll be going for. 9. So that's just another 20 damage, unfortunately.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to, make some. They feel that. Definitely hurts.
She's gonna go for the guts, I think, because
Yeah, I think that it is the case that more of the guts continue to come out. That's kind of what I imagined too.
it took guts for you to come down here. I'll be taking them.
Very good. Is that your turn, Blake Sunny?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's now Copernicus. He is not feeling well. Not in a good state. Is going to cast a Witch Bolt, and guided by the power of the wand, we'll be able to cast it with an extra little bit of magic. Let me just look at the spell very quickly. They're gonna target the Skull Lord that came from the crowd that was held previously, and they're also going to use some plot armor. I believe that they do have some healing potions hidden away. All that stuff is here. You can just look here. It's a ranged spell attack. Oh, amazing. And you can see it begin to go wide, but something in Copernicus or the wand guides it, I guess you could say. And it does quite a bit of damage, about 35 points.
To who?
To one of the Skull Lords that just attacked Copernicus.
Wonderful.
And the lightning continues to attach itself to that creature, which is good. That's Copernicus's turn. And then it's Ruzo's turn.
Okay.
So you're a bat right now, as I
Yeah.
recall.
So what I'd like to do is dive bomb the Skull King that I'm currently flying over, the one that's in the crowd.
Yep.
And when I feel like I'm at a safe distance, transform back into a person, and I want
And
to
attack mid-air or something like that.
Yeah, with the Batorian longsword.
I love that. Absolutely.
Is
Yeah.
that sneak attack?
showmanship.
Is that sneak attack? Oh, it has to be a finesse weapon. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't think he can see me.
Yeah, I think that it is going to count as a sneak attack. I'll say yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
The cool DM who lets you drink vodka and get sneak attack.
So that's 24 to hit,
Cool. It does hit.
and then damage. I assume that it doesn't do necrotic damage to them.
They do take necrotic damage. Or no, they're resistant, so they take half of the necrotic damage, only 2 points.
Okay, so that'd be 14 damage, and then the sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Nice.
Another 19
So
damage.
cool. Just the bat coming down and then into the dive bomb.
Yeah.
Bast would be losing his shit right now.
Yeah, it's true. Exactly
Had
the way
that,
that
I've
those are
been
meant to be handled.
Trying to maneuver that for ages.
Plus 19
Cool,
more
so-
sneak damage.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Does that kill the bastard? Because that would be cool if it did.
No, it doesn't. But I will say that you have inspiration, Russo. That is glorious.
There's a little box that says inspiration up next to your speed. If you click on that, it'll put a symbol in there to help remind you that you have advantage on a roll you choose.
Yeah, once it's a one kind of time use, but you can take an advantage roll.
Derek never hands those out, so that was really cool.
Yeah, that is
Very
one.
fucking cool. I like that.
And
The worst. They love it.
yeah, the crowd would love it if it wasn't kind of pit on hating the group of you.
I imagine they all
that-
go into stunned silence for a moment, almost wanting
Yeah.
to cheer.
Yeah,
They're really good heel turn wrestlers, I think. Like, we gotta play up the villainy, I think, a bit. Make them love to hate us, not hate to love us.
I would love for them to love me. I don't want these people to hate me.
love
By
how you love me.
association.
I get
Yeah.
that. Unfortunately, Blake is now the Undertaker for these people, so...
Is that your turn, Ruto?
I think that was probably my turn, yeah.
Cool. You notice at this point one of the berserkers, maybe presumably their leader, he has a big, oh, I'm gonna be fucked if I use this symbol in my game. He sort of has like a horned helm on, a little bit of face paint. And he shouts out to the crowd, also a bit miffed at coming all this way across Valhalla to be booed by these fuckers,
Yeah.
and you know, not quite satisfied with the
And
the battle with the
I
zombies.
hope he
which
remembers
is,
me
you know,
telling someone not to be disrespectful about them.
the berserker shouts out, "If any of you want to come and test your metal against us, prove yourselves worthy of your jeers."
Yeah, get out of here, you sons of bitches! I will fuck you up.
You can start to see ropes going over the sides
Oh,
of
baby!
the audience,
Oh,
and
God.
people
shit.
in like assassins outfits and start to make their way down. You can see there's a commotion that comes over the crowd, and more things start to get thrown in the midst, and more intense, like throwing stars and bottles and
Throwing stuff!
like yeah, actual weapons.
Ninja! Oh my god.
You can see madness and chaos begin to slowly ensue in the space.
Is
and
that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Zombies at this point are basically all killed, but you can see the mass of the crowd beginning to make its way toward the group, presumably. And you also hear the sound of something stirring. Pocket, it's your turn, and I need you to make an intelligence.
I have a rod of alertness.
Yes, and this is a great time for something like that. So I need you to make
So
an
does my
intelligence
rod
check.
start going off? Yeah, I've got advantage on perception checks.
Yeah, something like that.
19.
Amazing. Your perception tells you that there's something not right.
Something's not right.
afoot.
My feet.
And yeah, you do think that it's something from underneath the stadium.
Okay.
You think that it might be something structural, but you're not positive.
Huh. That son of a bitch called me a fucking sorcerer. So
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
I continue to pelt to the one near Blake with my animated objects. It's gonna
Your
do a
10.
yeah.
Pop, 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 pop. Yeah.
Okay. Using a dice roller. 1, 19, 17, 13, 19, 3, 8, 2, 2, 17. What's their AC?
18.
Okay. That's 2 hits from my animated objects for an additional 20 damage, so 10.
Okay, got it. They take that damage, and you can see that their crown comes off their head, but they curse upon you, fairy boy.
That's more like it. That's applicable. I am a fairy boy. That was my bonus action. Who's the toughest looking son of a bitch who just crawled down into our arena?
That's a great question. You can see a particularly beefy Aarakocra among the most eager. It looks like they're associated with the Blood Eagles.
Of course.
Ah, we are birds of thunder. Okay, this is more than actually I bargained for, so I want to try and charm that motherfucker with Charm Monster. It also works downward to people.
Yeah, of course.
And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not very wise. Rolls a 9 on the die. I'm going to assume that he fails.
Alright,
And
nobody
this-
fuck with the bird fucker, because he's on our side now.
Yeah, and you can see the bird. He
Sing with me, Birdman. Ah!
and he just begins singing. "Ah!"
We are birds of thunder. And yeah, we're gonna tell him to deal with. Honestly, if you could help us with these skull fuckers, but also keep all these other jabronis off our backs.
And the bird guy looks at you. He's like, "Got it, man. Protect you at all costs." And he starts shaking the rope with the other people on it. Some of them do fall. No one in this turn, or one person falls in this turn. Ah!
Wonderful.
Into the sand.
Pocket
they're like a
still
drop.
has. I'm gonna move up more, if I may, further away from the floor.
Absolutely, yes. It is now the Skull Lord's turn. One of them is going to use a legendary action. To attempt to attack you, Blake Sunny.
That's respectable and understandable.
It is what they do. They roll a 21 to hit,
Fuck, that big hit.
and pop you on the head.
God damn, they can bring those fucking stabs down like pistons. Damn, Russo, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
For 21 points of damage in total.
21? Cool.
How's Blake looking?
down that
Like,
tunnel.
Yeah.
how much
Blake
blood is pouring on the floor?
It's the most damage you've seen Blake ever, and she's taken like half the beating you usually see her take. Like, it's the first time you've actually seen her look kind of.
So,
bloody.
about that healing potion situation, do you have any?
I'm fine.
That's not the answer to my question.
No.
Oh, shit. I don't either.
So one of them does that to you, and the other one looks like Copernicus and says, "I know what you need."
Try
And
it.
it's going to run up, actually, and attack it with its bone staff.
Oh shit!
It has multi-attack.
Oh fuck! That's way a better idea for him at this point. I like get ready to counterspell it, and I'm like, "What spell is this? He's just
I think
hitting
it might
him."
be out of range anyways. But nonetheless, Copernicus still has counterspell. Oh, Jesus. And you can see thwack, thwack, thwack.
Good flap.
And Copernicus falls, and there is a eruption of energy from the Elder Wand, and something like a cocoon of light surrounds Copernicus.
Plot
You're
armor.
not quite sure what the case may be, but yes, something like plot armor. And that is their turn. You hear another shaking in the ground, and it is your turn, Blake Sunny.
Alright. Blake's gonna... How close... Actually, you know what? It's a Skull Lord. How am I gonna tell whether or not it's close to death? It's literally just a skeleton.
It is
I'm gonna
undead.
kill it.
This one looks pretty messed up, though.
Oh.
You can see it grimacing.
Woohoo! I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's another crit. So I'm gonna roll my other 2 attacks, and then I'm gonna go through all this, okay?
Okay.
Don't apologize. It's what we need.
It is what we need. Okay, so that looks like 2 hits, the first one being a brutal critical. So, here we go. We got you. 13 plus 15 plus 10. So that's... Oh my god, that's...
Would you like to describe how you destroy this creature?
I think she's gonna... Have you ever seen Bloodborne? You know, like the finishes where they like kind of like the hunter like extends their hand, puts it inside like someone, and pulls out their kind of like innards, and just like
Yes. In theory, I understand what you're
Some
saying.
Mortal Kombat type
Yeah.
shit.
very that, like very much that, like just a kind of quick and brutal, like your organs, your innards are now outed. Like,
I'll yell
and
down,
it's splattered everywhere.
"Finish him!"
She's gonna squish his skull too, just like as she walks away, like fatality. And I guess, wow, he's dead, huh?
Again.
Now, is there anyone else within range of me?
That's a great question. The other creature who just has attacked Copernicus is obviously there, and about
Ooh.
20 feet away.
He's fucked, because with Great Weapon Master, I also get to, whenever I reduce a creature to 0 HP, I get to make another attack. So that dude's getting whacked.
And it only took 1 attack for you to kill the first one, so you still do have those other attacks in your round.
Oh,
You didn't actually get
God.
to execute them.
So you swing, kill
theoretically.
with the first one, come back, hit him with that second one, and then you get your extra ones on top of that. Do you get?
Jesus, so I still have another 2 attacks on this fucking chart.
So he gets 3, doesn't he?
Yeah, I believe it is 3.
Because your multi-attack
Shit,
gives
okay.
3 attacks, and then you get an extra one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Blake is going to make 3 attacks on this dude who did step to Copernicus. Let's go. First one, 28. I'm assuming that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse.
Second one, 18. Does that hit?
Yes.
Nice. And last one, 28 again. So that's big damage. I'm sorry. This dude's getting fucking owned. So
No,
we've
it's
got
fine.
16.
Stop apologizing. We're winning.
I feel bad. 16, 13, so that's 29. Alright, so that's 39 plus 3d4.
Okay.
46. 46 on him.
Is that the first one?
That is 46 on all 3 attacks, like across them, like total damage.
Oh, I see.
Also, my torches are like zooming behind Blake in like a intimidating pattern.
It's like a style thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
Halo.
I like that.
Oh, thank you. That's so cool.
Amazing. Bruzo, you're in the fray. You have this creature surrounded.
I'm gonna say, get ready to join your brother, and I'm gonna attack him again with the Praetorian longsword.
And you get your sneak attack since you have allies next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So that's 23 to hit.
Cool.
So, can I use the inspiration to get advantage as well?
You already hit.
You
You
there's no
already
reason.
have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Or no, yeah, you already hit, so there's no reason to use it.
Alright, so yeah, that's 9 damage then.
You get your sneak attack also because you have advantage.
Yeah. And don't forget the. So, are you swinging it with 2 hands or with 1 hand?
2 hands.
Okay, so you're rolling the d10 for damage. You might want to just click the individual damage rollers on your action sheet. So where it says 1d10 plus 1.
Okay.
So hit that. And then you'll have to manually roll a d4 for the necrotic also.
Okay.
And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of your actions page, there's just a button that's 6d6 for your sneak attack.
Yeah. That's 27.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe how you kill this creature?
I'm just going to, with both hands, slash it right across the middle after delivering that line, get ready to join your brother.
And yes, and its last words are, Skull Kings forever! As it,
I'm a wizard.
the two of them sort of touch onto the ground at the same time, and they turn into necrotic goop. And
Everybody get off the floor!
Uh,
Everybody go! Run!
and the Vikings are beginning to engage with the unruly members of the crowd who have come in on all sides.
Shit, Blake, call them
And
off! Call them off!
Suddenly, the lights all go off simultaneously. Pocket, you become aware of the presence of a celestial creature who's flying up toward the ceiling and toward the space. Underneath all of you, you can feel the ground begin to shake and
Oh god, levitate.
orifices of sand, something like that,
Oh,
open
yes!
up.
Thank you! Can I levitate them off the ground?
How many creatures can you...
I can upcast it! Hold on. One sec. Where my character sheet go? What do we get that? Thank you for saying that. Yeah. I still have... Okay, so Levitate is only a 2nd level spell. Oh, it doesn't... No, it's not one of those spells that you can upcast. It's not baked into it. I thought it was, but it's not.
Okay, so almost right away you can see Copernicus beginning to fall into the fissures of the sand that are beginning to form, and these little circular spaces open up in different areas among you. How does everyone on the ground react?
Blake will try and help Copernicus, and if she can't help, she'll dive in with him. Like,
Given your distance and Copernicus basically being encased in this like cocoon of energy, there isn't very much that you can do to prevent him from slipping into one of these orifices, which is what you find yourself in when you dive into this ground space.
Are Ruzo and Blake near each other?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, they
are.
are, because you ran over to where
Yeah.
you're all like right next to each other.
You're pretty close together, I guess.
Can I want to yell down to them to grab onto each other. Do they attempt to do that?
Blake
Is
will
that
grab
is that what you're
I'll,
gonna do?
I'll run, yeah.
The
Yeah.
ground is kind of pulling out
like
underneath you. You can see like almost large potholes or pitfalls that are coming up. And it's at this point that this malevolent angel is going to swing their mace into the ceiling of this building, attempting to cause some structural damage. Let me just see how well they roll. Wolf, you can hear that. But it dinks off the ceiling the first time that they do it. And the group of you have another second to compose yourselves.
Okay, so if they've
you
grabbed
can
each other-
feel the weight of Copernicus beginning to pull you in as all of you are pulled into this tube space. And you can see that the people who have begun to make their way from the crowd are now scrambling to get back up along the rope passages along the side, as some of the berserker characters who haven't fallen and are slightly more well composed are throwing their axes against the ropes that are kind of trying to force some people down, continuing to engage in hand-to-hand combat at all costs. Some of them are attacking with like spears into the ground itself, as if they're creatures that are inside of it. The chaos is continuing. What do the group of you do?
If they're grabbing onto each other, I'd like to levitate Blake.
Oh god.
If
That's
you-
a really smart idea.
Yeah.
That's also gonna be so tough. Okay.
I can pick up to 500 pounds, and I am imagining that Blake and Ruzo together are just maybe around there, because Blake, I'm assuming, might be a little bit heavier, while Ruzo is a much more lithe frame.
I mean,
Yeah.
Blake can fly. Well, she can glide on like pretty
So
small
you got hollow
buildings, so I
bones.
can
You got
fly
hollow
away.
bones.
Hollow bones, but tough.
So yeah,
She can-
I would like to levitate Blake while they're holding on to Russo, and say, "Drop the eggshell. He's got that crazy fucking wand. He'll be fucking fine."
But
You can feel the weight of this magical cocoon beginning to pull you down. You think that it's who is actually on top? Blake's on top, and then
Blake's kinda
Blake is holding on to both of you.
And you're gonna,
Russo.
yeah, and or Pocket saying you're gonna have to drop the eggshell.
Russo, get to safety. You have like 1 second.
What?
Find
What do you-
find a way. I can.
You can. What do you want me to do?
Get to safety in a way that doesn't depend on me. I'm going with Copernicus.
No, you're not. I'm levitating you, you son of a bitch. Grab on.
We'll be fine. He's got the wand. We'll be okay.
You're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw.
I think. Okay, she will.
What, me?
Also,
No. Blake,
This will be after Russo gets to safety.
you're her safety. I'm telling her to grab onto you so I can levitate you
No,
out. You are her safety.
I
Oh,
cannot
right.
fly anymore today. I have polymorphed once. I have no other way of getting out of here.
This is the way y'all are getting out.
You're gonna have to
So
like.
you think that you might be able to skirt over the increasingly expanding sinkholes in the sand underneath you, but it would be very treacherous to do so.
And Pocket is just continually just being like, "Come on,
You're
grab
doing
onto it.
everything
Come
you
on.
can,
Come on.
because the
I
spell
don't
is
need
not
to do any of
designed
this
to-
for. I don't owe you anything. Why am I doing this for you?
Blake
Because-
is like fucking bleeding to death.
I don't need to be doing this
Yeah.
for you."
Also, Blake, Sonny, you throw up Iker because you're officially out of your rage.
Ruzo, please grab onto
You feel
Blake.
exhausted. At least for the moment, your speed is decreased by 10.
Are you resisting me, Blake?
It would be in character for Blake to resist, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
also
yeah.
a dick move for me as a player.
Okay, then you make a Constitution saving throw. 'Cause I'm pulling
Is
you out.
there anywhere for me to climb? Because
Not
I-
immediately. You would have to get through these sinkholes that are opening up underneath you first.
okay, I also have climbing no longer costs you extra movement, and when you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by plus 4 feet. Does that help in any way?
You would need to be able to get a running start for a long
Yeah.
jump. Blake, I
Blake
chronal
will kill
shift
you.
you. Try again. Nope.
Shit! That's so smart! No! I'm sorry.
I put you in momentary
That's the
stasis.
thing to do.
There is another discharge of magic from the Elder Wand, or from the cocoon. Let me just. I'm gonna have to. Sorry, I didn't prepare for this outcome. As usual.
They're always the best outcomes.
Here we go.
Fuck. I should have done that before. That should have been the thing that I reacted with. God damn it.
Wow. So, this is what happens. Copernicus's cocoon becomes airborne and flies up in sort of like a magic carpet. This barrier of light, and it combined with the levitation spell becomes enough for all of you. And Ruzo, you can grab on. Blake Stunny, you can, and it kind of flies up and it scoops you up.
Pocket?
Pocket, yes,
Well,
and pulls you out of the space just as the sound of the mace cracking through this dome ceiling begins to crumble in, and sort of like the Cave of Wonders in Aladdin, you're able to skirt your way right out, and eventually you land with the body of Copernicus somewhere in the middle of the slags in the hive. And you can see that the glowing light that sort of surrounds him fades off, and it's like someone cast a spare the dying spell on him. He kind of jumps with 1 HP. Oh, Blake Sunny. Oh, fuck. Are we dead?
no, I don't think you could die if we wanted you to, honestly.
We're good, buddy.
If I'm gonna give the wand over to someone, they have to kill me. Oh, we need to get home.
Alright. Yeah, let's go home.
Do we have a home to go to? Where is this home?
Yeah, I sleep in a boarding house above the bakery.
You guys can come to my flat. It's cool. There's room.
Okay.
And, I suppose, yeah, like, we just
So
hobble there. Like,
I guess that's
make it
I
to
guess.
the edge of the district, and although there are various mysterious persons who appear to have taken notice of you, and you do get a couple of "fuck you, Blake Sunny."
We need to get the fuck out of here, dude.
as you make your way to the hive, eventually you're able to grab a cab, and it is able to get you where you need to go. It is, funny enough, it is Ulrog who you find there waiting for you.
What up,
And,
Olrog?
Oh, hey, Pocket, you're hanging around with these mugs.
Against my better judgment.
All right, where are we going today?
I think
Like-
this mug's
My
place.
Oh, the Central District. Got it. It's gonna be a ways. Earn my keep today.
Hey, can you put the hood up? Thank you, Olrog.
And he pulls it back. Yeah, he puts it on the local, the radio station.
Where did all this technology
Junkie.
come from all of a sudden?
Battle music,
I
yeah,
like
plays in
that.
the background. There's a tuner. They call it the music tuner.
Now that all the magic's
Nice.
gone.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
That was the only thing holding it back.
some way through, Blake is gonna like ask, just Pocket, just like, hey, so how much do you owe, by the way?
Huh?
How much money do you owe?
It doesn't matter at this point. She just gets to pick a number. It doesn't. I don't think it's a valid debt, and I don't feel beholden to be obligated to it at this point. Honestly,
You were told that it's in the scale of thousands of gold, less
Really,
than 10.
honestly, not that much. If I could have sold that fucking horn, but I'm glad I didn't. It helped out.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna give it back to you. by
I
the
don't
way, just
know.
Like, here, thanks.
I don't know, like 8K jink, something like that.
Oh, let me check
Either
to
way,
see what
that's our
happens to the Horn of Valhalla.
It's reusable. It just can't be used for like 10 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll help you with that debt. Or whatever it is you want to do with it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the plan
Copernicus
now?
says, "Oh, well, that's great. I guess that we're all right on the right way."
This is on the radio.
And he coughs up some blood.
Yeah. Blake
s-
to answer Russo.
I switched the station on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
To answer Russo would be like, well, we're going to your uncle's, and after arrest, and then we're gonna go kill Strahd.
Wait, what?
Oh. Well, don't think I haven't forgotten that your mother has a contract against my uncle.
Look, are you gonna pay me to kill Strahd to stop my mom from killing your uncle?
What is with you guys in killing? Are you assassins?
The Sunnies, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are. You like are killers.
We're big.
It's like in your blood.
Vampire killers.
It's all you know is how to kill. That's horrible.
I'm a barista.
Oh,
Assassin
sure.
second. Shut up. you
Better killer than a
How long-
barista.
How long?
Copernicus loses that one HP to smack to the back of the head.
How many hours would you say
He
you've
takes
worked?
1 damage and he blacks out.
How many
Most
hours
half-right.
would you say you've worked as a barista in the past month?
Last month, I got 1 week where I wasn't teleported to some place. 1
You
week.
probably spent more time behind the
Okay,
bar.
yeah,
anyways.
before that. Okay, not counting that week. I was there for that week. But before that,
Before that, actually, on average, I think Blake ends up being a barista more than she ends up being a killer. She kind of drops out from the entire assassin.
Oh,
thing.
for sure. Oh, for sure. After, because you might have spent some time it's with some shady people, or have,
Yeah.
been off the beaten path, and probably even done some like straight merc work outside of the city in different contexts during your wild years.
Yeah.
But
But
in
no, I'm
recent
definitely
years,
more of a barista.
yeah.
You know? Either way, we're killing Strahd. Then I'll go back to slinging coffee. And maybe go to jail. That can be-
And Copernicus kind of half wakes, and you can hear him hazily say, "That must have been like your jail, your contempt charge, Blake Sonny.
I know.
They're
But
gonna
Blake
come after
actually
you."
wants-
was that a
Go to jail.
legally binding ending to our sentencing?
They said it wasn't legally binding. in the first place.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit,
Yeah.
why did we do that?
Did we do that? Blake realizes that and just starts laughing. Like,
It's at this point that you're able to make it back to the old flats, and you can see in big humanoid rat form Tarl standing on the stoop, looking out at all of you.
Hey,
Look what the rat dragged in now.
I'm
Blake
floating.
Sonny.
I'm floating in the air, but I'm adopting his pose also because it's infectious.
Yeah. You know, being a rat would have made you funnier, I thought. Howdy, Tarl. How's the hot tub?
Oh, I had to get rid of the hot tub. It doesn't agree with my fur.
Damn.
I know,
Aw.
but it's all right. I got a good price for it. And yeah, I've got some new perching stoops on the roof. Actually, might be something bird brain like yourself appreciate.
Hey, I appreciate that. It doesn't cost more rent, right?
No, but
Okay.
you still do owe me for this month.
Oh, shut up. Blake was saying give him the money. Like,
30 gold.
30 gold. Yeah, she's fine with that.
Ah, well, nice to see you, Blake Sonny.
Oh.
Keep care of yourself.
You got alcohol, by the way?
And he sort of looks and he says, "I've been getting into making my own," and he pulls from a little, like a vest. You can see it's a bottle, but it's like got a handmade cork, and it's got a label with a rat with X's over its eyes. It says "Rat Hooch."
Oh my god.
Here you go.
Like, we take it for the money and then, retire everyone to the flat if nobody else has anything to do.
I'm more of a color spray martini kind of guy.
Respectable.
Oh,
You get inside, and Mold Man is playing this music, smoking a pipe, sitting.
Oh my god! Disgusting!
Hold him! That's Mold Man!
Whoa, I'm sorry?
And you can see, yeah, it looks like a humanoid fungal creature. You might recognize the myconoid type.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I apologize profusely. You gotta that was my bad. That was my
Creature
bad.
shrugs its shoulders, and goes and pours itself some coffee.
Fuck.
It's cool, dude.
No, that wasn't cool at all. That's the opposite of
No,
cool.
It wasn't, no. Not really, actually.
You can see that there is another kind of. It's got a chalkboard with different charts on it. You can see sort of drawings of like wizards, and there are various multiverse maps that appear to have been reversed and scratched out, and then there are different what appear to be names on one part of the board too. And the Mold Man is ambiently sort of looking these over, turning his head, trying to work through some of the details.
I think Blake would be fascinated, but first she's genuinely got to pass out because the blood curse and her rage makes her exhausted, from what you told me.
Yeah.
Also,
Yes,
you
it
should
is
probably
extremely physically exhausting.
bandage those wounds. You don't want to go to sleep like that.
Oh, yeah,
I
that'd
put
be a
on
good
the
idea.
infirmary song because I thought we were going to stop by the infirmary.
I see.
Well,
You know what? I got this.
We
Just
kind
take
of
these
don't
away.
have a cleric or anything like that. Not even a...
yeah, all of you do have basic medical knowledge of how to tend to deal with your wounds. Copernicus definitely does, because he was the beta of his tribe, and that's something that they did.
Is that something he just says to us?
Yes, that's it.
I was the
he
beta
says
of
it
my
exactly that way.
What a
So
beta!
I-
what beta energy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not on that Sigma grind set I see, Copernicus.
It's a living. He helps you bandage if you don't have the skills yourself.
Can Ruzo
And
see if she can make sense of what Moldman's looking at?
Yeah, I'll come over there too.
Absolutely. There would probably be some names that would be familiar to you. Among them are Mistra and Midnight.
Oh, Mistra.
And
God of magic, among other
yeah.
things.
Shar is on there.
Shar?
Shar, yeah.
That's some dark stuff. I don't know a lot about her.
Let me just see. I have a couple of reference lists I need to look at.
Yeah, Mistra. It's derived from a previous incantation of a similar form of a god was Mistara, but in the whole way, I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think that's real knowledge yet. I don't know. Some people call her Mistara. Some call her it's the goddess of magic and mystery, and she's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so there's Savras, Cyric, Kalimvor, Mistra, Mirkul, and Shar. And they all have different arrows kind of like pointing to each other. You can see underneath Mistra is the name Midnight. And you can see an arrow pointing from Mistra to Mirkul, and an arrow pointing from Shar to Mistra with Cyric's name also. It's a little complicated. I could make a reference
I would love to
picture.
look at it. Merkel,
Yeah.
Merkel is one of the dead three. That's Bane, Ball, and Merkel. They're like they're always kind of linked together. But they mostly fuck with the prime material.
They
So
are a god of death, and you can see.
Cyric's just
Yeah,
a
you might-
fucker.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The extent of your magical knowledge and the deep lore of how these people kind of came about as such, whether or not they, to some of them were adventurers before they were gods, and some of them kind of became adventurers after having ascended to godhood as like human forms. There is something that strikes you as particularly memorable. It's that you were asked by Crone to investigate a certain Evelyn of Shar.
Right, yeah, someone said that before. And I just want to bring up that, like, while Pocket's just kind of spewing information about each of these names he sees, it kind of
Yeah.
becomes apparent that he's kind of, like, a geek about it. And
You
Yeah.
but, well, look, gods is a weird word. I like to think of these as more celebrities. They're just really famous beings for reasons or another, and some of them are still extant, some of them aren't, but their lore and legends live on in other forms, and I just think, some of them are, it's cool to keep up with it. It's a high culture kind of thing.
Yeah, it's funny because Pocket, hearing Pocket's testimony, and even with the kind of most extensive knowledge that a native Sigillian would have with some interest in stuff like this and sources of magic, it is almost like hearing someone talk about celebrity gossip. And you get the
Yeah.
sense that a lot of the insight or information is either theoretical or it is like the legend, and sometimes even Pocket says like, so they are supposed to be like this, or that's they are supposed to have this like skull staff and this armor with these their signature look sort of.
I can't believe I've never
rather-
made the god celebrity analogy before. I know it's happened like in other like forms of fiction, but
Sure,
I don't
sure.
know why I'd never like made that connection in D&D. So
The
this is
similarity
gonna be
about
fun.
like power and belief in and or support of is a very interesting thing, and I think that a lot of the dark deities, it's like they get their power from being feared. Mirkul is a really good example of that. In the Prime, there isn't an organized religion or cult of Mirkul, but it is the case that his power is frequently alluded to in like everyday magical rituals and the rituals specifically around death. Marches and funerals often invoke him as the god of death, and etc., etc., etc.
Ruzo is going to turn to Mold Man and ask, so what's your interest in all of this?
Okay.
The mold man points to the sign at the top of all of this information, and the two words that read are spell plague. And I think that is a good stopping point.
That was a really fucking good
Interesting.
session, Derek. That was a really fucking good
spell,
session.
spell plague that is what is at hand with all of this stuff, and it is technically the main plot, or at least the subtext background plot of this season.
Very cool.
Sick.
Bye,
Yep.
recording.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and talk to you soon.